Hey, lovelies. It's me, intuitively speaking, and I wanted to share this video because last night I was on my computer, and remind you, my Wi-Fi. It's a mobile Wi-Fi. You can just take it out and plug it in anywhere you go, and now before they hacked my shit because I left it in this particular room, and I believe they went in there and got my IMEI number, and also in my temporary location months back. I didn't think anybody gonna be tampering with my shit, but listen here. But first, I want to show you this. Of course, these are the people who use those free phones and internet and shit like that. Forwarding to government login. Yeah, right. But anyways, I was using my computer with my Wi-Fi, or my router rather, and just one of my old computers, and it shows that I was near this city, Citrus Heights. Now, remind you, I was there temporarily months back, but I was never there yesterday or last night. I'm way across town. I mean, I'm like 30, 40 maybe minutes away. So, that's not true. Then it showed on my computer and my cell phone, I'm on the same network, which is my router, the Wi-Fi, and it shows I was in these locations, right? So account manager, this and that, the other, and I wasn't. So I went into my network settings, and this is me, my computer, CEO Sacramento, and then it says network infrastructure, it says E1200. That's the name of the device. Now it's this device. It's a network sharing device. It's on my network, which is me on my Wi-Fi, my router. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at it, did my research online, looked at what was E1200 and the MAC address, and it confirmed through the the internet listing that it's Link Systems 05291. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this on my shit? Now, remind you, Sacramento Protection Services was at the temporary location I was at, including the property manager that was doing the evictions, in our local courts, and lives on a different property or manages a different property. And she was at my temporary location with the Sacramento Protection Services security company. And I'm like, that's not even a contracting agency for the place where I was, temporarily residing. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I went on. They were across the street, the car, because when I first got to where I was at, my other location, all of a sudden, the SAC PD comes and the SAC Protection Services come. Then they're peeking around the corner. I was going to my room, in and out. When I go in, they go in. When I come out, they come out. Then they have people from Long Island check in and get a room, whatever the case may be. These people are insane. These people are so deranged. They think it's gonna run me out or run me away, but they're gonna lose their badge. I'm not playing with these folks. You know what I'm saying? So right here, it shows Link Systems 05291, that's the network that was on my Wi-Fi or my router. Then you see here SPS 1501. Let's see. Let me go back here. So 1501. And I believe that stands for Sacramento Protection Services 1501 hotspot 5 gigs. Because as soon as I noticed that, they logged out real quick on the Link Systems. And I'm pretty sure they use this remotely to access what I'm doing. And I'm going to find out who gives them the authority to stalk and harass me. And they were part of the ones who were damaging my car too, because they were waiting outside the gate where I was temporarily residing, waiting for the gate to open, and I was wondering, because, I'm like, these people, they contracted this place. Same place where I'm at right now, the gate was open all night long, all of a sudden. Typically, it's closed. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't see it, but across the street, that's one of their cars. You see? Cause my phone's so fucked up. And you see? You can't hardly see it, but I did. I was looking at the window. There's a lot of commotion and shit. I guess they probably wanted me to open the door or some shit like that, trying to intimidate me. So again, it says, see, this is my computer, CEO Sacramento. Then this is network infrastructure. Look this up, what this means, and it'll tell you. And this is other device. This is me, Verizon Internet Gateway, which is my router. They're on my system, on my network. See, my computer's on my network. This network infrastructure E1200. Look this number up. It'll tell you what it is. That's not me. That's them hacking my shit. And then lastly, I want to say in North Highlands, see, now this is the place, Safe Credit Union, right? Just recently, somebody stole an ATM out of the wall and they fed it on Watt Avenue, which is like next to the Walmart and the gun shop, right? And and basically, you see here, it's in the middle of the street. And I believe they want to shut down that bank because I went there like two to three times. And the other bank up in Folsom, because I was informed that my name and my brother's name, that's under me, who's currently incarcerated, were beneficiaries to an account. And I was told, because it was so old ago, it's been archived or some bullshit. And then they said, well, maybe your mother closed it out. Okay, well, how can it be two people who are beneficiaries to an account and I was not notified? You know what I'm saying? If it's over 7 years. So they would not give me no information. I produced my mother's death certificate. I did all kind of stuff, and they don't want to give me no information in regards to that account. And so I started thinking, or reflecting rather, that when they have this news about this ATM, who does that? And no police, no security guard, nobody came to the bank when they were drilling it or whatever it is, take the ATM out of the wall. You know what I'm saying? That's a big job. No, I think they want to shut down and file for bankruptcy because of my inquiry. Because next thing I know, all of a sudden things are moving fast. They don't want me to be the administrator of my mom's estate because I'm questioning and I'm sending letters out to these banks. You know, because they know what they did was wrong. They didn't follow the right protocols. They didn't notify, even the heirs or the beneficiaries, or even somebody came with their fake ID. They didn't re-verify. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I took my neighbor to that bank, the one who, I guess got murdered in his apartment, all the time going to that bank. Every time. Timothy, take me to the bank. I said, where's that bank at? Oh, Save It Standing by Walmart. Okay. Not thinking, this during the time my mom had passed. Then this other lady, I saw her in there and I was inquiring about the account because my sister said my mom had an account at Safe Credit Union. So, lo and behold, I'm sitting there waiting for a manager or whatever at the bank. And this lady named Sarah, which is the guy who got killed, Eric's friend, she comes out, looks at me in astonishment. And I told her about how my mom passed with her, whatever. She probably knew anyway. So I'm like, all these people come to the same bank, in the same area. There's a Wells Fargo there. There's a Golden One. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm sort of reflecting back. Okay, so this was in the news, I think, yesterday, if not. Then, she's right here, look at ATM ripped from drive-thru, left in middle of Watt Avenue in North Highlands. You see, August 2nd, or the other day. You see? How can somebody take a whole ATM out of the wall and the sheriffs were not notified? That whole area is full of sheriffs, undercovers, confidential informants, all kind of shit. They have cameras over there, and nobody came when they were drilling out that ATM. No, they want to shut that bank down and possibly file for bankruptcy. Oh, look. I told you. Here. I told you. I don't care. Okay, until next time. There's a cricket in my room. So until next time, you guys, stay safe and stay vigilant.